Yo, let's get a quick weekly recap for the past week. Ended this week in red, -1%, and I'll just go over what trades I took and how I felt and like what I could improve on for the next week. So it was one trade, one loss, 0 wins, of course, and then -1%. Account balance is about 3% up now. Oh wait, I'm not even showing the screen, but it's like it's about 3% now. Pretty bummed out because we got all the way up to 6, which was the highest I've been, and then we just started coming back down after 3 losses in a row, which is quite annoying. I think the highest I got up to here, 538, got up to 614 to end that, and then now we're back down to 3%. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. When was this even? Freaking back in August, bro. It's October now. I think like the main problem is that I'm like tracking my progress based on how much I'm up my funded, but I should be tracking it based on like how I'm doing mentally, or like what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. And honestly, I think this week was okay. Last week was a bit worse. The week before that was good, but it's just like, I don't even know. Well, I mean, I do know. It's like I feel like I'm getting better. It's like the small things I keep on messing up on, bro. Like these small trades that I just shouldn't be taking, bro. But yeah. So when going into market open, I was having some ideas and hope that I would be able to take a trade. I just need to work on not getting attached to the dopamine of taking a trade, you know, not getting hopeful that I'll be able to win, not being hopeful that I'll be able to take a dub, and the person like in green. I don't even know what I just said. I was like, I gotta be like less attached to the dopamine of winning, less attached to the dopamine of taking a like green percentage for the day, and just be more focused on following my plan. And the exact same thing could be extended to like the weekly thing. Is like I gotta focus on if during the week I was able to follow my plan, and if during the month I was able to follow my plan, rather than comparing how much percent I was able to gain over the week or how much percent I was able to gain over the month. So the main thing is I need to focus on like the process rather than the outcomes of each trades. You know, outcomes are nice to like look at, but like for the long term, is I think it's more important to focus on the process of putting on good trades and the process of becoming a better trader. So that was like the main thing. This week I didn't do too bad, like with having like bad expectations going into market open, but I feel like I still struggle a little bit. Like if I go into market open, I'm hoping that I'll be able to take a trade, then it'll build up for the next day, and the next day if I don't take a trade, and then one day I'll just end up lashing me out. I'll just end up lashing out, right? So that was like the main issue going into market open, but it's like I think I'm getting better at it. I'm not getting so emotionally devastated if I don't take a trade. If I'm not getting so emotionally devastated if I like take a loss, you know, it's just like it's just on to the next, you know. And especially with university now, it's like I'm focusing on different things, but like I feel like the more I'm in university, like the more I want trading to work out, and the more that trading doesn't work out, the more I get like paranoid and more like into the university kind of life, and I don't really want that to happen, you know. I don't want to be like, I don't want to go to university in the future, bro. I just want to drop out like right now, but it's like at the same time, like my parents won't let me like at all, bro. So it's like, bro, it's a paradox, bro. Yeah. So yeah, have short-term memory going into next days. Don't forget, don't let the yesterday affect the today, you know, like short-term memory on that. So yeah, the one trade I took was on GBP JPY. What messed me up on this trade though, bro, is that I saw a similar setup on GBP USD, and that ended up hitting, you know, and I took like kind of like the wrong trade, but it's like I don't even know, like I'm limiting myself to one trade, but like this trade ended up hitting like exactly how I wanted to. It's very similar to GBP JPY trade I took, but GBP USD ended up actually taking out the targets rather than when GBP JPY just reversed without taking out the targets. So that was honestly really annoying seeing that, and that kind of affected me emotionally going into the next days. But I mean, I was able to control it. I feel like it was just like on my mind, you know. And it's like that's like the thing that connects like the short-term memory thing. I can't let the previous day like affect my current day, you know. So yeah. So quick explanation: 4 hours bearish, hence the arrows to the downside, and we also had London highs. So we took out the London highs and tapped into, I believe it was a 4 hour for value gap, and then having a inverse for value gap to the downside. However, this was before this was like before 20 minutes into market open, so I was looking for continuation to find an entry later in the time, later into market open, because taking a trade right at NY open is probably not the best idea, because price could still be developing and just like there's no clear sense of direction. So I just wanted to wait maybe like 20-25 minutes into market open, so around like 620 or 625 for a possible entry. So inverse fair value gap, and then we retrace into equilibrium on the 5 minute, like 5 minute equilibrium, but on the 1 minute so we retraced into 5 minute equilibrium, but on the 1 minute we showed bullish structure, like we confirmed with like a 1 minute inverse fair value gap or break of structure. So with that, I was waiting for a 1 minute break of structure to the downside or 1 minute inverse fair value gap, just market structure shift, and boom, find that, get filled in right here. Entered off of this candle, I believe. If you look at the time, 6:20 exactly, right? So yeah, entered off of the break of structure, I believe it was. Did I not specify that here? 5 minute enter short on that. Yeah, so I probably look for a 1 minute break of structure, a 1 minute inverse value gap, and then enter short. It should be somewhere here, but I remember writing it down. But yeah, this one, it ended up working out for a bit, but we never ended up fulfilling and hitting the target, and rather reversed, while GBP/USD hit the target that I had planned and then reversed. So that was really annoying seeing that. Kind of killed with my emotions a bit, caused me to feel like this shit don't make sense, this shit's a scam, this shit's like pointless. And that's like another thing I've been feeling more with this, is like, bro, I feel like this shit is low-key dumb sometimes. Like I feel like I should just move on to something else maybe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see, bro. It's just, the thing is, I don't want to see, bro. Like, I need this shit to work now, bro. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.